guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we will work on the planking, and I prepared one side, and I hope that I will make this piece of planking on the other side on the live. And this is exactly the place where I have to make a drop plank or stiller. Actually, drop planks are in the bow and you have to make them shorter, but I don't think that we have to make some in the bow here. It's just the planks, they are just perfectly laying one next to each other, so no need to make a drop plank here, but we have to make stillers in the stern, and I already made one here. In a moment I will show you closer. So I prepared slot for another stiller, and here will be the third one. So this is exactly the place where I have to make second stiller. So how to find the place where you have to make them. So usually when you are planking the model, each plank, when you are adjusting it, it will tell you and show you the spot where it is exactly the proper place to make stiller. So let me show you closer how to find this spot. Where is my proper camera? This is the one. So I will glue this piece right now, and then I will flip. And then I will flip my model, and I will show you how exactly I found this place, that this is exactly proper one, how to cut plank, and how to install and insert that small piece of it, and how to move further. So let me cut small piece of plank right here, and I will glue it. So first of all, I just need to know proper length, because this is proper length, because in the end this is just a width of my plank. So I just mark the proper length like this, and now I just need to cut it at an angle, and I believe here it's something like half of the width. So this is another mark. Oh, and thank you so much for your support, Glauco Morini. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name properly, but thank you so much for your support. You are making possible to stream even in such places like in Kyiv at the moment when we have lack of electricity, and sometimes it's really just a miracle to get some electricity. Today we are lucky, we got it more than usually, and I hope that tomorrow I will have regular schedule. It is at 10 a.m. in Connecticut time and 5 p.m. here in Kyiv, because in the evening I'm just trying to speed up the process, because I'm afraid that in any moment can start air raid, because we have a bunch of drones on north, and then can come closer to Kyiv, and then we will have air raid and I have to stop the stream. So I hope I will show you everything what I was planning to do today. So let me mark what I have to cut, and I will cut it. If I will find my scalpel, like this. So I just marked the proper length, the narrowest part, and in the end should be just width of the plank. And if I haven't cut or not enough, I can sand always everything. Let's hope that I'm doing the right size, like this. Slight sanding. And let me try it on the model. So, oh, nice, it's actually proper dimension from the first try. Just a little more sanding, second half of the plank, and I can trim it. Like this, so it is visible, so I can make proper lengths. A little more sanding of this second half of the plank. Which side I was cutting? Yes, this is the proper one. and it's almost perfect, so I can glue it now. So let's glue it, and I will flip my model on the other side and will explain you exactly how I found this spot. Drop of glue, and somewhere I have my brush in the water, so I will put it here, and let's glue it. Actually, maybe I have to use something like toothpick or some. This is a cuts off which I just created, so this will be just convenient to use for applying glue. And usually I'm advising you plank by plank on each side, because I made this mistake on my first model when I planked one side and then flipped to another. And actually, before I started second side, my model was sitting on the table like 2 or 3 weeks, and my model just bent, my skeleton bent into that direction where I planked it. So it was very difficult to fix. So that's why better to plank one strake on each side simultaneously. I just want to speed up this process on the live, so I can show you more information during these 2 hours. But I did it just literally during the last 2 hours, so it's not that critical. So, and I will plank her during the live on another side, so everything will be fine. And this model also partially with filled spaces, so it will hold it in a proper position without bending skeleton. But I need to nail my stiller, and better immediately, or I can use also soldering iron. Actually, this is very important in this part where you have this, when you're planking like in 2 dimensions, you have to bend also like propeller. So this is where you definitely have to use soldering iron, and that is where the filled spaces will make this process much easier for you. So, and I will show you this also in today's episode. And also another convenience, you are increasing gluing surface, and you can nail in any place where it is necessary, like for example here. I don't have bulkhead here, but I fill the space between bulkheads, so I can nail it now here. And I have a small hammer now, which is very convenient. Good. So, how I found this spot for this stiller? And at some point when you are reaching the place where your plank, like you're trying to put it flat and it's twisting, creating some waves, so something is not right, and the wood is telling you like it's time to drop the plank or to install the stiller, to do something. So let me flip it here. Like this. I will cut just proper length because it's too long and it is inconvenient to show something, so I just will cut it like this. And let's make a plank with a future stiller. So I will mark it as usually on the mid frame and in the place where I have to narrow it to 2.9 millimeters, and let's move in the stern. So in the moment when your plank overlapping too much, it just asks you if something is wrong, or when you are bending and it is creating some waves and twists. Here it's just visually, when you are planking it, you're just getting something weird, and it's just ask you to move lower, so like this. So then it's time to make stiller probably in this place. So that's why I will glue this one, will mark. I made stiller right here on this bulkhead, so I will just color it a little. So this is the first stiller, or yeah, it is stiller. So the next one I will start on this bulkhead. So I have to cut from here an end of this plank right here. So I will cut on half of the width to the end of this plank to this spot. And where is my ruler? Like this. So I will cut where I have marked it. So I need to cut this inner part. It shouldn't be very precise on the first layer of planking, but you have to do it very carefully on the second layer. So just to show you the technique. Should be enough. If not, I can send more. But basswood also is very fragile. In this spot where I'm cutting it, in the narrowest, it's very easy to break right now. Literally just touch it and you can break it, so I have to be very careful. How I know? I already broken a few of them, so let me clean it now. I'm just scraping everything what is not properly cut. (90°), proper 90 degrees here. If it is not proper, I can sand also. And when it is much thinner right here, it will be very easy to bend in proper position also here in the stern. What is good. Something like this. So let me move back to like this. And now I need to narrow it. Where is my sanding block? Because I want also to mark the proper length here in the bow. And in the bow I will use soldering iron for sure, so should be something like this. Let me narrow it and I will cut proper length also. And as I said before, if you have to narrow your plank, do it from that side or edge which is already closer to the existing planking, so you will have proper straight lower edge for the next plank. It will be easier just to attach next plank when you already have perfectly straight edge of the plank. So that's why I will sand from this edge which is next to the planking, which I already glued. Okay, it was 2.3 millimeters or 2.2 millimeters, don't remember already. We'll see in a moment. Here it should be 2.9, 3, 2.8, 2.8, 2.3, so a lot to sand in the very end of the plank. Well, I'm glad that this is helpful. This is the best thank you for doing this. And I know that the planking actually is the most difficult for every beginner, and it is also not that easy for advanced modeler also, because this is the beauty of your model. So oh, my camera decided to play this trick immediately. Come on, wake up, wake up. Yes, it is working. I almost haven't filmed it, just a few planks, because it was too dark and I was sitting in very economical mode with my small power station which I have. Just wanted to glue more planks, but it was really too dark to work. Okay, what do we have now? 2 millimeters, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9 proper, 3, 3, 3.2, 3.3. And now I just want to check how straight it is. Where is my big ruler? Where is my big ruler? What I have sent. So how straight it is. Actually, I did a good job. Just a little touch right here. It is straight. Perfect. So it is perfect. Now I will bend it with my soldering iron. So I will use my block and water. I'm quite happy with my new soldering iron. It is just instantly become hot, so it's perfect and fantastic. Okay, not yet. The plank is not hissing, but in a moment it will. Come on. Okay, 2 seconds to wait and I can read your comments. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Okay, how about now? Proper side, yes. Oh, it's already hot enough. So I just need to steam it first, and then I can bend it. Like this. A little more. Or just maybe to dry it. Now I can do it. Well, now I can cut it precisely in the bow when it's already bent. So it will be something like exactly what I marked with a pencil. A little more fresh glue. Oh, in my previous stick for glue, decided to glue to my beautiful white table. Now I will use my brush. Where is it, plank? Right here, good. Is this proper? Yeah, it's visible, good. So I just will apply it. I'm applying also to the edge because here I don't have proper filled spaces, so definitely have to apply glue also to these edges just to increase gluing surface. the stern. Same. Now I will apply some glue. No, this is the wrong plank. Don't know why I'm constantly grabbing that one when I have to glue this one. More glue on the plank, on the edge. And the edge also. It's glued. Yes, I will remove these nails later. This is also another question which I'm getting quite often. Why I'm removing nails? Because they are steel nails, and PVA glue, it is water-based glue, and so they can rust easily. And doesn't matter what you will use for the second layer of planking, I'm just afraid that with time the rust can go through the planks. So better to remove them and just to be on the safe side, safe from rust. So let's nail this side. Just want to bend this plank without any cracks and nail it. Where is it? Nails. My box with nails. More nails. Now I need to clean all these axes of glue because I have to have clean surface for my stiller. So definitely it is necessary to clean it as fast as possible. And now I can go and glue my plank in the bow. Maybe I will use also soldering iron. And as I said before, why it is better to plank your model, even first layer of planks, exactly in the same way how it should be planked on real ship, originally planked, because you can practice. And if it is your first, second, third model, even if it is, I always plank my models even first layer as it should be, so you can get practice before you can start your second layer of planking. So this is the best way to make mistakes, so not to repeat them when you are working on the second layer. And again, it's nice to have filled spaces, because now I can bend my planks directly on the hole, just between nails. And because it is necessary not just to bend it in one direction, it's like in two directions, so it's much easier to do when we have soldering iron or something hot like plank bender that can do the job also. Come on, I need one nail. More, that's enough. Good. And now I just will glue next plank with taking into account that the stiller, it should be the same width as our planks. So I will use a piece of wood like this one. Want to be visible. So, and I will need a long piece so I can measure it. Let me cut it plus minus to a proper length first. So I will probably I can cut already from the other side. These tails, they are in my way. So good enough. Where is the plank? The proper one. So now I will position it in such a way that in the end of in the stern part, I just will have this distance, exactly the width of my planking. And here it can be sometimes like constant width, like half of the plank, and only in the end it can grow. So that's why I'm creating such, and I'm trying to put my lower plank in such way that it is with a perfectly straight line, so the edge is without any waves or curves, so it will look proper. Visually it will be proper, and that's how, thanks to this stiller, your planking will look proper. That's why I'm putting insert of this stiller after gluing the next plank. So I will mark it on the mid frame or bulkhead, which represents mid frame here, where I have to narrow it to 2.9 millimeters. All these calculations we did in previous episode, I believe, and in the very end it should be at an angle like this. So I will narrow it and then I will cut to a proper length. And again, on this side, it's from different side. So I'm sanding it from the inner or the edge which is going closer to the previous plank. So I'm sanding this edge. So I will have straight edge for the next plank. Do we have here? Actually, I can read comments closer because it's too far from here to my laptop. Yeah, I know that it is faster to glue your first layer of planking as it is convenient to cut without any rules, etc., like following stealers, drop planks, etc. Proper one will take longer, but you're just losing opportunity to get additional experience in planking. So this is my point, is that you try to do it. If you will make a mistake, you just can close your eyes on the first layer without fixing it. But if you will make such a mistake on the second layer, you will be ripping off your good quality, sometimes expensive, planking like pear or boxwood if you are replacing something. So better to make these mistakes on your first layer. So this is advice and the most valuable feature which you are getting when you have model with double layer of planking. So you just can practice. So for the next model you will be even more experienced in planking. And if you will make first layer perfect, so you have perfectly marked hole for the second layer of planking. So this is really very convenient when you just have to repeat second layer. 2.6, 2.9, 2.9, a little more sanding right here. Let me check how straight it is. Oh, I have belly right here to sand more. Two more sanding right here. So I'm just trying to get straight line. If you will put it next to the ruler, shouldn't be without any bellies, like here for example. I just want to get as straight as possible without such waves. Perfect. Maybe I have to bend it first with soldering iron a little. Pre-bend. Oh, come on. Before gluing it. Not hot enough. Yeah, and soldering iron is too powerful for my small power station. That's why it was a little complicated to work without it. So during the light part of the day, or when we have electricity, I just was narrowing and pre-bending planks. Then I could glue them during the without electricity period. Yeah, and when it is single layer of planking, then better to fill all the spaces. Then you can get even the middle part when it is like look like straight. But if it is single layer of planking, better to fill all the spaces. So just steaming and bending it. Need to move a little my cutting mat because I'm working somehow not in the middle of the screen. Something like this. Always can bend more directly on the model. Just to dry it. And now my task will be to glue it, just to check it also at different angles, just to get the lower edge of this plank at such perfectly straight line. So I will glue a nail mid-half, and then I just will check how straight it is going here. So if I created something messy here, maybe the stiller will hide it. Maybe I should erase a little this camera so you can see me. So something like this. Let's glue it. A little more of fresh glue. And I will apply some glue on the edges to increase our surface of gluing. Here and in the stern. Actually, in the stern I will not apply it here because I will apply a thick layer on the end of the plank, because I have to leave gap here or slot for the stiller. So let me apply glue on the plank. Which direction? Yeah, this is the proper edge for applying glue. And in the stern part I will apply much thicker layer because I'm applying it only on the plank. I will nail it on a few frames. And then we'll turn model in such way that I can see this line, because I want to make perfectly straight and proper line. Oh, by the way, I got my parcel with wood, so now it's time to decide finally what I want to use for the second layer of planking. Boxwood, pear. Actually, I was planning to put holly on the lower side, or lower part of the hole, which should be painted, so now I have to decide finally. And I need, here is my old scalpel. I want to remove the drop of glue immediately. And now I need to decide how to nail it. So let me turn this way, I can see it better. Where is my small piece? So this should be imitation of our steeler. So I definitely can nail this one. One more nail. Oh, good job. Just dropped it. One more nail to hold it in place. Just want to check it, my nail. Just want to check how straight it is. Actually, it's not really straight. So I need to remove this second nail because I want to straighten it, and maybe I can use just additional plank so I can move it in proper position without damaging actually the plank. Like this. Just to check again visually straight. Just looks like I need to move here a little down to get a perfectly straight line. Sometimes I'm dreaming about another pair of hands. Straight. Oh, something like this. This one is in my way. Oh no, my camera is not really in a mood to work today, I think. How about now? Okay, looks like better. I can remove this piece. Good. And I can cut this long tail a little shorter. So now I can make stealer itself for here, and I have some cuts off which I can use for it. So again, so I can cut proper. Fantastic. What's going on with my camera? Why it is not working? Oh, give me a second, I just switched different mode and I need to fix light. Let's hope in this mode it will work. Okay. And to measure how long it should be. And now I need to cut proper width, and I will need scalpel and ruler. Tomorrow also not good. Okay, we'll take a different piece of wood because this one I just cut with a scalpel in wrong place. So one more time to measure. One more time to measure. I will cut length later. A little of sanding, or actually quite a lot of sanding. Good enough. But from here I need to sand a lot. Little more. But no. Almost. But a little more. Just in the very end. Yay! I even can cut a little shorter this plank because this is how my stern is end. So let's cut it shorter. And now I can glue it. And where I have, this is where I have put my glue. Just some. I have enough of glue. Maybe I can use this piece of wood to apply it. Okay. And a little more glue on the stiller itself. Use something to clamp it, something rounded. And now I can clean these drops. Now the next 3 planks, I believe, because between the stiller 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I need to glue another 3 planks, and then I will make another stiller. Or I just can glue. I already reached this place, so we made this stiller here, which is right here on this side. So I have another 1, 2, 3, 4 planks before the next stiller. So I can make it here. Oh, actually I forgot. Oh, good job. Previous plank, I forgot to glue this part. So let me apply a little more glue, because in the bow it should be glued also properly, just to refresh the glue. And I will need soldering iron. I'm just trying to speed up the process to show you more, so I'm just forgetting to glue the tail of this plank. I think it's too much glue. definitely, because plank is trying to get on its edge, so that's why I need to bend it also in a few directions. And it is too long, so I need to shorten it also. If I can find my scalpel. Where is my knife? Right here. So I need to trim it. And a little more of soldering iron. Okay, turn it off. Don't have to be too hot. A little more of soldering iron here. And if I will hammer this nail, I can use it also here. This is interesting nail. And one more. One more nail. So good. So as I said, next 3 planks here I just was narrowing and gluing them until I finally reach also next spot. And the next stealer, so this was the first one. I want just to mark it so it is visible. This is the very first one, and it was the beginning of it. It was on this bulkhead right here. Second one was a little longer. Was on this bulkhead, so the third one should be even longer on next bulkhead, and it will be right here. And now why I want to show you immediately this one, because this is exactly that spot which I was talking about at the beginning, why it is so good to have filled spaces here, because you have to twist your plank. Let me show you. I will grab a plank like a propeller, and it is very convenient to do it with filled spaces, because you have to bend and twist like this one. So here it's horizontal plank, and in the end it should be vertical. And to twist in such position, it is more convenient to do with soldering iron directly on the hole. And this is what I want to show you. So let me cut it to a proper length. Actually, I believe this is what I was doing right in front of the broadcast. I already narrowed it. I believe this is the proper plank for it. Yes, proper length. So I already prepared the plank. So as you can see, in the middle of the hole it's flat, and in the end it should be vertical. So it is twisted like propeller. It is very difficult to do on dry, so you have to bend and twist it with water, or you just can use directly on the hole. Just use soldering iron or plank bender and do it on the model. I can just show you without glue first. We can pre-bend it, or we can bend directly. So let me show you how to pre-bend it. I will turn on my soldering iron. This is just water, nothing else, just to make it prevent it from burning. And I will use one nail on the mid frame just to keep it in proper position so it will not slide. So just one nail without glue. And now it's hot enough, good. So now I just want to pre-bend, so I will put it like this. And I can use my soldering iron to dry it. I don't know if you can hear how the plank is hissing because of the hot soldering iron. I'm usually doing directly with the glue. I just want to twist and show you this propeller, how it bends. It's difficult to do also between nails. A little complicated, but not impossible. This is my propeller here. Oh, my glue. And now I can show you this. I believe it's visible. So my plank was flat like this. And then in the very end it twisted. Is it visible that it is propeller? I believe so, it is visible. So this is what I will do right now with the glue also. So let me apply some glue. And everything what I can't bend without heating, I will use soldering iron. A little more of glue. And as I said, if it is one single layer of planking, it is really very convenient to fill all the spaces. It is very convenient to glue, nail in the place, in the spot where you need it, not where you have bulkhead. So that's why it is so necessary to spend a little more time. In my case, it took me 1 week to fill these spaces, partially because I was using only just such tool. Because here I have only hand tools, and I just bought a small rotary tool and I have some troubles with it. So I just returned second time. It's DC adapter. I hope the third one will be proper one or not broken one, let's say this way. Just 2 previous were with the same problem with cracked plastic hull. How the store could send it without checking it, so with the same problem second one, that was really very unpleasant and just ridiculous. They couldn't check it before sending. Apply a little more glue here and thick layer in the stern part. Which side? This is the proper edge. And let's see how I will forget again to nail it in the bow. This is our propeller in the stern. Need to clean a little. If I can find my old scalpel. It was here a moment ago. This is the old one. want to get straight line of the lower edge, and I also need to position it in such way that I can fit my stiller. So I'm just using cut off, and I want to nail it, or I can clamp it already here, but I will nail it. Proper bit, good, perfect. Now I need to nail in such a way that it will be a straight line. Oh, it's just perfect line right now. I know how much it is visible on the camera. It is just perfect at the moment, so I just need to clamp it with nails. And for the second layer of planking, I will make clamps from cuts off. And actually it is very, very weird right now. My stiller will be very narrow and it will widen only in the very, very end. And this is the shape of my stiller here. Should be careful and very to check it even before for the second layer of planking, so it will be more or less growing in width from the beginning, so it's not really very important now. Let me show you that it is very narrow and widens only in the very end. Maybe I just can clamp it with a clamp. Oh, at least single one. So I just can use clamp right here also. Now I will clean all these drops here and will nail in the bow my plank. Maybe just one more nail right here. It's just asking for it. Like this. Wow. Just perfect here. Just want to clean this glue. And one more. Oop. My table is running away. Now I need to clean it. I so wanted to complete it today, so tomorrow we can work, for example, on planking bulkheads, but I'm afraid that tomorrow we will work still on our first layer of planking. It's too many planks to glue still. But it is also very interesting in the very end, how they will lay in the very, very, very end, how to get the perfect match next to kill. or future kill. I want to cut this tail. And now we need to insert this stiller. Maybe just a little less bright or less bright light. Like this. A piece of wood. I have cuts off here, lots of cuts off. How about to find something short? Need to use them probably. A shorter one, even shorter. This is just perfect match for this one. But I need to clean also from some glue inside here. Good. So, this is that broken one, or cut, which I destroyed or damaged before. So need to choose something from here. I will cut first proper length, if I will find my pencil. And now this one will be very long and only a little wider in the very end. Weird, but this is what we have. So I will draw the line. Something like this, visually. Yep. Let's cut it first. So maybe I just will cut it with free hand, since it is very weird. And lots of sanding until I will fit it properly. More sanding. And more. Okay, more from here. And more. More to sand. and more from here. Just want to mark, so I won't over sand it. I'm sorry, dust. It is a dusty work a little. Okay, what it is now. Okay, less sanding, now it is from here. Thank you. Yeah, it is a little dusty, so okay, more sanding from here, and maybe I should bend it already. Where is it, Mark? More, a little more. Actually, it is per width here, so no sanding in the very end, only from the mark right here. How about now? A little more to sand, so this is the end, and I need to sand right from here to here, just on the corner of my sanding block. I will try from the very end because I have to twist it also here. A little more sanding, just a little. Something like this. Don't want to break it, it's so thin. But looks like it is almost ready. Let me try it with soldering iron. Oh, follow the screen. Because this is the spot where I have to make this propeller. So I just will use a little of water. And we'll try to put it in the proper position with soldering iron in a moment when it becomes hot. But I can read some comments. Oh, this is the lights. Actually, I bought it for my mom when she's making her manicure, etc. I'm just borrowing it, but they are doing its job. Okay, let's try. And so it is almost there. If not, I just will bend it more or less in proper position and can continue sanding. It is almost there. Maybe it's time to turn it off. Let's burn in my planks. Just slight sanding and it is ready. And I need to sand it somewhere from the very end, right here. Okay, it's wet. Let me dry it now. Because basswood is very difficult to sand when it is wet. What do we have here now? Yeah, it's definitely a little dusty part of work. So yes, I can glue it already with just slight touch in this place. Exactly where it is bent like this propeller, it's just too tight. And I can make it shorter. So let's glue it. I'm trying to choose which direction it will be better. Better visible from here. So this is what I prepared. This is how I need to glue it. Glue. So this was the key moments which I wanted to show you, where you have to bend your planks like propeller and where you have to install your steelers. Actually, we will have one drop plank, but this one will be almost the last one, or garboard plank will be actually which you have to install in rabbet, but we are imitating rabbet, so it will be just last plank. And a little glue on the steeler itself. Where is the face? This is the face. So something like this. And I will need some nails. Nails. Something rounded, or even this hammer, just to install it. And I can clamp this tail, just to install it and then clamp. But actually basswood, this is not a very good idea. It's so soft that it just smash it, not actually clamping it properly. So maybe just a good nail will do the job much better. Or soldering iron, so I will make it perfectly flat in the end. I want one nail right here. And where is my old scalpel? To clean this mess or drops with glue. A little of water, and I can use soldering iron. Like this. And one nail will hold it until it dries. Now the idea is to put all these planks on the other side, so I need to install first 3 long planks, then I will make another third last stiller. So let me mark all these stillers, and third one is from here. I think it's more visible when I mark them with pencil. Right here, this is the second one, and this was the first one. Actually, I can remove some nails already. This is that planking which I installed yesterday. Somewhere more convenient. Yeah, this is more convenient ones. Excuse me, just dust got some into my throat. It's itchy. And of course I don't have water next to me. Wow, this is a very deep nail. And of course I don't have proper thin cutters. This is so thick, not very convenient to pull the nails. Just bought what was available at the moment. And mostly I'm building this model with hand tools. Deja vu, exactly what I have when I was building my first model. So I just will pull these nails which I nailed yesterday was exactly to this plank, so I need to remove this one, this one, yeah, this is convenience because you can nail your first layer of planking, and for the second one you can't, so you can glue like 2 strakes on each side per day, no more, because you have to clamp each strake for at least 10 hours. 10-12 hours is the best. So 1 strake in the evening, 1 strake in the morning, and so on. So let me make a few more strakes after our stealer on the starboard. What if I will reach the point of the stealer? Good. Now it looks like a model already. So next plank here. Just let me cut first proper length. Now I can mark it mid-frame and 2.9 millimeters wide. Is this long enough? Yes, it is. So again, need to narrow it. Which side? This is the proper one. One is there, so 3 more. Yes, 3 more to reach the same spot where we were making this long and narrow stealer. Need to do the vacuum cleaning immediately after the live stream. But we were lucky. No air raids, so no drones around Kyiv, what is good. Because hundreds of them were on the north, right in front of our live stream, I checked. So I was afraid that drones will interrupt, but I was really very lucky to show you everything what I wanted. Because as I said, I'm just showing on lives key moments, and all repetitive work will be done behind the scene. .1, 2.8, 3.1, more sanding. oops, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, 3, 3.1, 3.2, and this is it. Okay, let me check how straight it is. Ruler, ruler. Of course it is under the table. And I have a small value right here to send. Perfect. Just perfect. So I will need soldering iron, water, and block. Where is it? Right. Big square block. It was right here. Now it is right there. First steaming and then bending. So I hope I will plank her symmetrical till tomorrow. So on the live stream we can complete it. It should be like 3 planks on each side, no more. And maybe it is, I need to calculate, count one more time how many left to put. Visually maybe 6, maybe 4. Let me check in a moment. On the larboard, I just want to make it visually. 2, 3, 4, okay, don't jump. 5, 6, so should be something like 6. This is turning about 6 planks, so I will prepare it. So I will have only 3 planks on each side to show it on the live stream. So and this will be for tomorrow. Okay, how about now? Is this a proper length? Yep, just perfect. Proper length. And here. Oh, this is also another spot which I wanted to show you. So good thing that I'm showing it now. I'm reaching this. This is a very tricky place, usually where your stern post and actually the stern like connecting together with very small radius. So on this side I narrowed 2 planks, like this one, these 2 planks, half of its width to make proper smooth radius. So this is exactly what I have to do here. Now let me put this one back. Can I glue this one? I think I can, or I have to narrow it. No, I need to narrow it a little so I can glue it before the, let's say, straight part. So I need to narrow it a little. What it will be now? Perfect. Oh, let me show it to you. So I just will glue this plank right in front of this straight part. Like this. Oh, my camera decided to play this trick again. So let me show you one more time. So I narrowed this plank to that point that I can glue it before this straight part. Like this. Now glue, nails. And brush. And a little of glue on the plank. Now I need to clean this mess with extra glue before it dries. And a little more of soldering iron. Again, I will bend it on the model. While my soldering iron is warming up, I can nail something. it was just on time. I will put another plank just to show you how to pass through this tricky spot. And turn off soldering iron. Do I need more nails? No. I just need to bend here properly in proper position. While it is warm, I can nail it. Maybe a little more of soldering iron. But I will remove this glue first. Perfect. Now I can check what is going on in the very end. Can I glue entire plank, or yeah, I have to narrow it a little because let me show you. It is at an angle sort of, and if I'm gluing like this, I'm just gluing it in the air. So I definitely have to narrow this plank also, like half of its width in the very stern. And then I will add another stiller to increase the quantity of planks in the very end. So this is what I will do. So with this, I believe this is it for today. Let me switch to different camera. So I will plank the same quantity of planks on the starboard side to reach the same point as I have here on the larboard side, and maybe I will plank another 2 or 3 strakes on each side, so tomorrow I can complete it. Oh, Nogo, thank you so much for your support. I'm really appreciate it, and this is thanks to you guys I can run the live streams, or even on in the country where I have war. It's difficult just due to lack of electricity. That's why I moved a little our live streams, but in the moment I will get the schedule for tomorrow, I will publish or will make a post on the community tab when it will happen. I hope that tomorrow I can go back to the regular schedule, if not I will inform you when exactly I will have electricity to make these live streams. But I hope that tomorrow we will have electricity more. It's weekends, and usually on weekends we are getting more electricity than it is on during the week. So with this, I believe this is it for today. I wish you a nice rest of your day or evening, depends from which part of the world you are watching. And see you tomorrow, guys. And I hope that tomorrow we will complete the planking. This is only what is left. And I like already this shape. Now I can play with it. Just to check. She is pretty, with beautiful lines. So tomorrow I will open my planks. This is something what I cut at home and sent parcel, so tomorrow I will show you what I prepared for planking. Oh, thank you so much, Earl Gixer. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say even this nickname. But thank you so much for your support, and I hope that my video is helping you to improve your skills. This is the best thank you if you can say something that you learned something new. I just will be very happy to hear this. And see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.